どうなんでしょうか。
Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. Jane のジョークだったんです。
I'm going to, okay?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Jazzbro Gonzo here. Another episode of What's Next. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are doing well. Well, with the outlandishness and craziness that turned a dumpster fire of an award show into the most talked about thing in pretty much the last maybe 10 years of this program, because of course wokeness, like a cancer, infiltrates and kills anything it sees that doesn't fit the narrative. We're going to try to go a little bit deeper into this situation. I'm doing a combo. This is going to be a combo segment. I haven't done one in a while. And of course, this is going to be situation in regarding, of course, the Oscars and of Will Smith. But even with all the shenanigans, the Oscars didn't do so well with the eyeballs. This comes out of Breitbart. Nolte, the 2022 Oscars go down as the second least watched ever. A paltry 15.4 million viewers turned into Sunday night's debacle of an Oscar telecast, the second worst in the history of a telecast that just a few years ago was attracting 30 to 40 million viewers without breaking a sweat. Well, just a few years ago, we may be looking at prior to the Trump era. They were attracting those kind of viewers. But once Trump became president, it became politics, it became woke, ratings started to tank. For context, back in 2017, when the Oscars were earning a 33 million viewers and 9.1 million demo, 18 to 49 age group, people were freaking out over the plunge in public interest. Well, Sunday night, the number was less than half that, 33 million. That's how bad things are. The left-wing Hollywood Reporter uses the word rebound in its ratings headline. What a joke. By any definition, there is no rebound. Sure, it's an improvement over last year's utter devastating 10.4 million, which set the record, but that's it. A return to 30 plus million viewers is the only thing that will qualify as a rebound, and I don't see that happening. Before last year, no Oscar telecast in history ever dropped before 20. That's how bad 15.4 million is. And this is precisely what Hollywood deserves. Every facet of entertainment business is facing this rejection from the American people. A population sick of these bubbled and hypocritical elitists lecturing and shaming us rather than entertaining us. Every award show is bottoming out in the ratings. America hates these hateful people. What's not to hate? And this Sunday's Oscar telecast was one of the worst things ever seen. Will Smith committed an assault against a comedian over nothing but a joke. And the entertainment industry is so morally broken. He wasn't removed from the building, charged with a felony. In fact, 40 minutes later, Smith got a standing ovation and an Oscar. Let's play a little bit of the slap heard round the world.
どうなんでしょうか。
Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. Jane のジョークだったんです。
I'm going to, okay?
Yeah, that was pretty much the highlight of the Oscars, because the Oscars, of course, was a dumpster fire until that very moment. The worst of it all was watching the entire industry oppose Florida's much needed Don't Groom Little Kids bill. Yes, that was the highlight, but just prior to that, you had Hollywood going up against a bill that protects children by giving parents the tools to have them educated and not indoctrinated. But let's play a little of the so-called comedy.
Tonight, and for you people in Florida, we're gonna have a gay night. Gay.
That's pretty much it. Hollywood was always full of disappropriate number of thugs and degenerates, but this was something entirely new. These depraved narcissists are even trying to hide, or they're not even trying to hide their depravity anymore. Instead, they're openly lobbying to normalize their kinks, openly opposing a law that protects prepubescent kids from being groomed in the classroom and openly assaulted comedians who dare make it a little uncomfortable. The whole Hollywood spectacle is something grotesque instead of a classy, perverse instead of entertaining, and disturbing rather than magical. People have and will continue to reject pumping this filth into their homes through their TVs. It's not only sewage, it's smug, unfunny, elitist, violent, perverse sewage that wants to ridicule you while assaulting anyone who ridicules them and having sex with your children. We go from that to this. This also comes out of Breitbart. Will Smith issues an apology, a mea culpa, for unacceptable and inexcusable behavior at the Oscars. Of course, this was the party right after he received the Oscars, and yeah, we can see the guy was very distraught. Will Smith has publicly apologized to comedian Chris Rock for violently assaulting him during the Oscars telecast on Sunday night, denouncing his own behavior as unacceptable and inexcusable. In a statement posted to Instagram, Will Smith, who won the Oscar for his lead performance in King Richard, expressed regret on how he behaved, overshadowed the event, and apologized directly to Chris Rock. Quote, "Violence in all forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior last night's Academy Awards is unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of the job. But a joke about Jada's medical condition, of course, which a lot of people didn't know and Rock may have not known, was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line. I was wrong. And I embarrassed. My actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There's no place in this violence in a world of love and kindness. I would also like to apologize to the Academy, producers, all the attendees who watched around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. I am a work in progress. Sincerely, Will." The Academy Awards fell dead silent on Sunday night when Will Smith suddenly stormed the stage and slapped the shit out of Chris Rock, pretty much knocking the taste out of his mouth for cracking a joke about Jada Pinkett's short haircut. Quote, keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth," Will Smith shouted, visibly surprised Rock and walking back to his seat. Of course, we just played that. Will Smith stayed for the remainder of the event and even accepted an award for Best Actor, during which he appeared to condone his behavior by saying, "Love will make you do crazy things," and how he was channeling his character Richard Williams by defending his family. Smith did attend the Vanity Fair Oscars after party, and of course, he danced the night away. This is a guy who's very distraught, but yet party it up because that's what Hollywood does. Okay. On Monday, the Screen Actors Guild publicly condemned Will Smith's unacceptable behavior while vowing to ensure it will be appropriately addressed. Now, from what I've seen this morning, actually last night, they said they will conduct an investigation on whether to strip Will of the Oscar statuette. I don't see that happening because it's Hollywood and they don't give two fucks. My thoughts. Well, with everything that went on, the ratings still tanked. 10.4 million viewers last year, 15.4 this year. Now you can say, well, that's unacceptable. It's an award show. It's a bunch of elitists patting themselves on the back, giving them a shitty award for doing shitty work. That's it. But two things. When you are up there running around saying, hey, this is for you, Florida, and running around going gay, 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 which of course, update for those who don't know, Ron Macho Man DeSantis signed the bill into law. It is now law that you will not teach this abhorrent behavior, grooming bill, this grooming behavior to children K through third grade. And I said in previous videos, to me, I would have pushed this up all the way through probably middle school. So all this nonsense fell flat. Will Smith, on the other hand, is a different situation. There's a lot of things going on in Will Smith's life right now. of course, with the situation regarding the medical condition of Jada Pinkett Smith withstanding, this man, unfortunately, is, would I say unstable? Maybe. You have his children who are out of control. And I saw something on Graham Allen, Instagram. He posted regarding Will Smith and, of course, the behavior that led up to it. You got a situation with him and Jada Pinkett Smith who have a, quote, open marriage. No, you don't. You took vows for a reason. I took vows to my wife for a reason. I'm loyal to my wife. You took vows for a reason. You took vows before God. You took vows before man that you will be loyal to her and she to you. But that's not what goes on in Hollywood. You have stupidity. You have ignorance. You have nonsense. You have disgusting behavior that went on. Corey Feldman, who worked in Hollywood for a number of years and still kind of does, was blaring the horn about pedophilia, about inexcusable sexual behavior that was going on in Hollywood for a better part of 20, 25 years in the industry when he was there. No one said anything. Then here comes Harvey Weinstein, who had a 30-plus year history of dropping his pants and saying, hey, I can get you in the door, but you got to do this. It's called the casting couch. Of course, that led to the quote-unquote well-intentioned but short-lived Me Too movement, which of course got away from the situation going on in Hollywood and then pretty much pointing the finger at every single person, every single man, every married man, and put a target on their back. You had the Hollywood elites turn their back, turn a blind eye, who had their mouths effing shut while Weinstein ran around and did whatever the hell he wanted to do. You allow this behavior to go on. When you have those screaming pedophilia, those screaming unacceptable sexual behavior that goes on behind the scenes. But yet everybody kept their mouths shut while Harvey Weinstein did what he did. So when Will Smith gets called out, and rightly so, you have an open marriage, you got called out, your wife even called you out on her show and made you a fool, basically pee-whipped you in front of her kids and in front of those watching. So this slap heard around the world, was it just all that? It was just bubbling up. And then Chris Rock basically just lit the fuse, not knowing. Like I said, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes for Will Smith. Does the man need help? The man may have to look outside to get a little bit of help. Because, as he said, I'm a work in progress. Well, guess what? Just like someone who stopped drinking falls off the wagon. Yeah, dude, you need a lot of help. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Borgonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.